probably wondering what makes my program so different from tutoring, medication, and other standard approaches out there. So, as I've said 100 times before, kids who are struggling don't have a bad brain. Their brain simply has weak connections in the skills that are necessary for success in both school and in life. And this can be changed because the brain can change. Decades of research in the field of neuroscience has revealed irrefutably that the brain can make incredible changes and adaptations with the correct exercises and interventions. Many of my clients have personally seen how once these connections are made, results can occur quite quickly, from months to even weeks. So my programs are unique because they seek to identify the root cause of your child's struggles and then addresses those factors using science-based therapies that research has shown in recent decades irrefutably to change the way that the brain processes and stores information. My programs are drug-free. Medication definitely has its place, but a lot of parents don't see the results they had hoped for with medication. And so it goes far beyond the limitations of medication, standard tutoring, and the accommodations that are often seen or used on IEPs. The program actually works by creating new connections in the brain, strengthening weak connections that may impact factors like attention, learning ability, as well as language and reading skills. Even neurotransmitters can be balanced through these therapies. You might have heard of the more common neurotransmitters like serotonin, known as your happy chemical, dopamine, GABA. These all affect mood, focus, emotional regulation, social behavior, creating a sense of calm, and even improving sleep quality. I have countless parents tell me only a quarter of the way through the program that their child is already better able to manage stress, that their meltdowns have now gone from a 10 to a 2 or a 10 to a 3. Essentially, my programs combine the best interventions in the science of neuroplasticity. The programs that I use, or the therapies that I use in my programs, have been featured everywhere from CNN to CBC News. There's documentaries on them, and it even has entire chapters in Dr. Norman Doidge's New York Times bestselling book, The Brain That Changed Itself and the Brain's Way of Healing. So even though most days it might feel like you are the only parent with a child who is struggling with learning or behavior, you are far from alone. Countless children are struggling more than ever with learning and behavior for all sorts of reasons. And whether that is with reading, memory, attention, focus, anxiety, even rage, many parents share the same frustrations, endless assessments and diagnoses, and very few actual solutions that address the factors that's causing their child to fall further and further behind in school, or why home life has become a never-ending battleground. Oftentimes, parents blame themselves, not realizing there is no magic strategy, but rather it is the way your child's brain is processing, and the brain can be changed. It can not only create new connections between brain cells, it can grow new brain cells. It can grow new brain cells at even 80 years old. Research has shown this immensely in countless studies in the last decade. The brain simply needs the correct exercise and stimulation to create new connections, and of course nourishment to ensure that the brain is getting the nutrients it needs to function and grow optimally. So these multi-therapies include brain integration therapy, sensory motor exercises, food sensitivity detection, as well as addressing nutritional deficiencies, engineered listening, a phenomenal therapy known as integrated listening systems, as well as reading therapies like the self-field reading intervention and Orange Neuroscience's Read On. So this is a computerized reading intervention that addresses the underlying reasons for poor reading ability. And these multi-therapy programs are delivered through one-on-one coaching at in-clinic sessions. And also you'll be supported with guided at-home exercises so that you and your child are being supported 100% of the time, and any questions that arise can be answered right away through either a phone call or an email. So if you'd like to learn more about if this program, or programs I should say, are right for your child, and you'd be interested in a free 20-minute consult to identify 3 things you can do today to start improving your child's brain health, then give me a call. Thanks for listening.